Alright, let's try and dragon.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, you guys spawned? Ow. Oh, I'm gonna die. Alright. You gonna shoot?
What's the old Inquisition motto again?
I'm not saying it again, Sarah.
Come on.
Into darkness, unafraid.
Around the corner, chocolate's made.
Maker preserve us.
You just hate chocolate.
Piss off, dragon. I'm coming to kill you. Don't worry about it. I'm coming to kill you. Are we fighting something? There he is. We're fighting something?
I'm injured.
Alright, here we go. I'm in combat. Or something. I can't save. I'm not fucking under attack. Fuck you. Fine, we're gonna fight him. Let's go in. Go it. Fuck you. Alright. We get to that safe spot. Not even hitting him. I need him to come over. There we go. That's what I want. Here we go. Jesus happening. Just in case he hits me. Chipped his health bar. I can't hit him for a while. Okay. He apparently pulled me in. Where am I? I'm just gonna run to it. Okay. Go ahead, kill all my party members. They're invincible anyways. Can't save it. Alright. Ferelden Frostback, even though it's not frosted or has any frost abilities. Nothing about its frost. Got it off. I need to wait till everyone dies. everyone is alive, it just isn't in the spot I want it to be in. Rip. Someone's flaming behind me. Don't get to save it. Alright. 5 potions. Just need to get to the spot and I'll be safe. As long as it can't pull me, it won't deal damage to me. And then I can kill it. That's all I need, is for it to not be able to pull me. That's rusty died. There we go. Come over here. Come on. You're too far. Came over. Somebody hitting him though. Alright, I'm fucked. Why did I walk into that? Is that persistent? No, it isn't. Jeez. spot. Need a better spot.
Someone help Sarah!
Okay. It's pretty good. Oh, this might be good now. Was not good. Alright, fuck the dragon. Not strong enough for it. I'm not in combat. Let's go. Actually, I can walk from here.
Nothing to report, sir.
Nice work taking care of the bandits. Corporate Vale will want to hear the good news.
Never did find that last mosaic piece. Wherever it's hidden. What's up?
The village is off limits. There's been too much fighting between Templars and mages. Take it elsewhere.
Fiona asked us here.
We're here by invitation from Grand Enchanter, Fiona.
The Grand Enchanter's not here, and you've got no proof she sent for you. Until Fiona returns,
God
the
damn it.
gates stay shut.
Very well. We'll leave.
Andraste protect you, traveler.
Alright, so I basically can't do anything else. Yeah, I couldn't climb that. Pretty sure I can't do anything else. Alright. Let's go back to Haven then. Ugh. Someone new here to talk to. Coleman's back here.
Greetings.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell me.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Greetings.
Can you tell me?
The Seekers of Truth were Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
Why the Seekers rebel?
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You disagree?
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes,
Oh, I need water for this. Oh, fuck that then. Oh, that's gonna taste horrible. Probably. Maybe some other time then. Oh no, I can't put it back in the package. There we go. Oh, I'll have some Pocky then. Some mango flavored Pocky. Wait, what'd she say? I agree, sure.
You're right. Something should have been done.
when faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
What are Seekers? It's so hard to do with one hand.
But what are Seekers exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the divine. And not even her, truthfully.
Open. God damn it. Why is everything so hard to open? Then who watched you?
So nobody ever watched over the Seekers?
It was the Divine's duty, but she could only do so much when the truth was hidden from her. The Templars have
Final
always
cut.
feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
God, it smells weird. Could that be fixed?
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed?
Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change. They were clearly not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
What abilities do you have?
You mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, so that depends on the individual.
Gotta say, mango flavored Pocky isn't that great. Not a fan of it. What are your gifts?
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set the lyrium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will.
That's more powered.
Some Seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
How do you become a seeker?
How does someone become a Seeker?
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
What is the vigil?
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every Seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion.
You fast for
And
a
the
year?
moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
Was it magic?
Was it some kind of magic?
I don't fully understand it, to be honest. If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
That's it.
I've no more questions.
Do you need something?
Tell me about the Chantry.
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Should the Chantry be saved?
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
If you ask my opinion, it is. Absolutely. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
What new purpose?
So, what should this new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
You sound like an idealist.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
Who's Chancellor Roderick?
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
Will he be a problem?
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
Why'd you leave the
I'm
Chantry?
surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Will there be a new Divine?
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinia?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
Well, if they don't agree,
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
would you serve a new Divine?
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new divine could expect such obedience now.
Thank you.
You know, throughout that conversation, I got used to this mango flavor Pocky.